Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art. Hope everybody's doing well. I would like to once again encourage you guys to please stay put because no sooner than I'm done with today's Wordle and the post-Wordle analysis, we are going to take a look at our updated results for the month of January and our awesome little Wordle Championship. There's some cool little updates to give you guys. And, I'm kind of tempted if you guys are up for it. We'll just update you guys on a daily basis because I think this is going to be a real nail biter. All right, so slate it is. Looks good. Slate, let's go ahead and enter and see what we get for today. Whoa. Triple yellows. Okay. Triple yellows. LAE. Let me think about this. Yeah, you know what? I think it does lapel. I think it's going to do lapel, which actually makes perfect sense. I can't quite exactly remember it, but the placement looks absolutely perfect because you want to obviously move the L, A, and the E into new homes, and I'm not overriding anything. And and we introduce the P. We are doubling up on the L, but you know what? That's just how Scoredle thinks. And that's how I'm going to start thinking. So let's try lapel. My only concern, of course, is just I'm not really sure. I think we've used that one, though. That's my only concern. We've used this word before. But I don't know if it's really worth trying to tease out what a possible answer could be. Even if it was in this sort of like form. I really don't know if it would be worth taking the time, but I don't think lapel is I don't think it's a valid answer anymore. Having said that, though, I still think it's great placement, so I'm going to commit to it. Man, it might have been worth thinking that through, huh? It might have been worth thinking that through. I could have had a 2 here. Ooh, well, let's actually not, get a little bit too cocky here. Let's hope that we can seal the deal with the 3. Layer comes to mind. That definitely looks reasonable. I have to be careful, though, and make sure that we're not entering some sort of a nasty little trap here. But layer is looking great. That one definitely does not come to mind. Oh, it could be logger. Ouch. It could be logger. Boy. Well, let's just go with layer first. Wow, that feels good. That feels good. That feels good. I am very, very happy with that. Obviously, I would have been in a state of elation had I maybe just carefully thought through an alternate for lapel. But man, I have to say I am absolutely convinced about the sheer destructive capabilities of Scoredle. It is so impressive. It really is. Wow, that's just awesome. Wow. Really, really cool. Yeah. I guess, I might have spent another like 3 or 4 minutes trying to figure it out. But yeah, we've definitely had lapel. But I'm so happy. And, there was a 50-50 on the line there. It could have easily been logger. But I just went with my initial reaction, which was layer. Plus, I've kind of noticed, guys, and maybe you can corroborate this Tracy Bennett's pattern has been interesting. So first, she had a bunch of words, which I think we all felt had some connection to everyday events, different holidays, things like that. We had begin when she took over the, curatorship of these words. And then we had feast on Thanksgiving. We had medal on Veterans Day, which actually I think was a very nice thing to do. That is a tremendous honor. And we, I think it's great to salute those veterans. So putting medal in was I think, a pretty cool thing to do. And there's been a few others, but then come Christmas time, she just sort of like, It's like who's the editor? What's the point? I think what happened is because I remember looking through a bunch of Reddit posts, just a tremendous number of people just scathing her for setting these words up in such a way that they became too gimmicky, and you're basing it off of what's going on today rather than an outright Wordle solve. I think that they caught wind of that, and maybe from other sources as well. And now they're downplaying it, and there's really no rhyme or reason to the words, which really is how it should be, at least in my opinion. You guys might disagree, and that's totally fine. My point, however, is that the words recently have just been kind of like blah. They're not like cutting edge, super crazy difficult or anything like that, except, of course, for, for judge, which was not a hard word. It was just a very tough one, but just by the nature of its letter setup. But the words just are not like too gritty, okay? They're just sort of, vanilla type words. So, I think layer is just a slightly stronger guess than logger, but eventually there has to be a point where we're going to have that word. And when they decide to use it, who knows? Maybe sometime in 2026. In any case, I'm very, very happy with today's solve. I'm absolutely delighted. I hope you guys did really well today too. Now, I guess before I hit Scoredle, I need to make the prediction. All right. Well, slate lapel is for sure. And it's funny. It's going to come down to is it going to go with logger or layer? And again, I'm not going to be upset if I'm wrong. That would be awesome to beat it by one. I don't know. It's a very tough call. Honestly, what does it do in this situation? Because it's literally only those two words would be my guess. And then I think the program protocol is almost just have to be like it picks it at random. What else can it do? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because it can't split it any further. I don't know. I'll just go with... I'll still just go with 3. I think it might consider the layer just to be, slightly better. So we're going to go slate lapel layer, shall we? All right, so let's go to Scoredle. Just as much fun, I think, as the Wordle itself. So the answer was layer, and we went slate, lapel, and here we go, guys.
Hello, my name is Scoredle. Would you like to play a game with me? I would love to have a challenging game with you, so let us play.
All right. I mean, what is going on, guys? 4 days in a row with an absolutely perfect letter-by-letter solution. I mean, I'm literally in lockstep with Scoredle. It's incredible. And there it is in all its glory. There's logger. And yeah, it just it went straight to layer, which was smart. Wow. There are a bunch of other interesting ones in here, but this is just what I'm talking about. These are, just offbeat words, and the words that she's been using are just like very kind of like solid, predictable, everyday words. They're not like too difficult. So yeah, that's it. I mean, not much more to really tease out of this. I'm, basically doing it when I play Wordle myself. But it is really cool. And I think that should improve my standings a little bit. Speaking of which, I hope you guys stayed around because I have some updated standings to share with you. And I think they'll look a little bit better. But the previous one I had turned the Excel into a PDF and then the PDF into an image. But I'm just going to go straight to the PDF. So it'll look a lot cleaner, I think. And we'll just pull that up. So just give me a second here, guys. And let's go ahead and pull up our wonderful January leaderboard score sheet. And, oh, perfect. There it is. And now I'm just going to move myself out of the way, and let's discuss our new results, shall we? Okay, so I think I'm suitably out of the way. I can actually put myself over here. Okay, perfect. And once again, I'm just going to move the microphone a little bit so I can just talk to you guys from this angle. And yeah, let's just scroll up. So here are our 3-day results. We've got, what do we got here? We've got Woo! We've got the Elite Three. We've got Robdell, Paul Allen, and Dan and Seb. I believe that's short for Sebastian. Are top three, okay? And they're all tied for top three. And look at that. Triple threes across the board with the lowest score of 9, which is super impressive. And what I love about that is the fact that there are no bots mixed in with them. You'll see some bots appearing very shortly. But I just love it when humans can dominate these bots because I hate to say it, guys, not trying to get too philosophical here or anything, but there is going to be a day, I hate to say it, when I think that we are going to be overtaken by the bots. And unfortunately, I'm not just talking about Wordle bots. All right, but enough of that. Let's get on with the results here. Now, Bobo0616 just joined the fray, and it's great to see him here. And I simply put in his results from the previous 2 days. And guys, I encourage you, if you come here at any point, as long as you can provide me all your results from January 1st, consider yourself to be part of the championship, okay? I don't want you to think, oh, it's too late. I'm only coming in a weekend. No, I'll be happy to have you. We all would be happy to have you. So Bobo's doing awesome with a score of 10. Scoredle also has a score of 10. And this character Rise to the Equation is in the same wave of the 10s. Dora A, Madame Muertes, Ascension, Salad Von Baco, Wendy Jarvis, and our good friend Dr. Dan 3. Nothing too outstanding to report within that group, but there are a few cool results coming up shortly. Then we have our next block, and this is in the nice blue color here. We've got in the 11 group, PJ Stitcher, Ellen Sassani, Jessica Clare, Minecrafts, Braden Slays 43, and our dear friend, the New York Times Wordle bot, which is pretty hilarious to see it kind of like, mixed in with us mere humans. But again, in the long run, it probably will leapfrog to a much higher place. That would be my guess. Obviously, to be of note here would be Braden Slay's amazing score of 2 of course, on Antic. Okay, so congratulations, Braden Slays 43. You're one of our top scorers in the colored groups. I did get a couple 2s in the grays, but I need those guys to make sure that they give me all their results so that we can get everybody into an actual colored zone. So great job there. Then we are, excuse me. Then we've got our orange group, Burnt, Johnsky, Lapnodon, Damiano 54, Joe, Martinsteed, Aldfouter, all have 12s. And again, guys, remember, it seems like, oh, there's so much separation. These are razor thin margins. You realize that, for instance, Burnt could just get like a 2 the next day, and he could leapfrog up into the, the second tier here. So it's extremely fickle, these results, okay? Then we have our nice peach-colored group here. First name, Robert House, George Clark, Georges Thibodeau, Odie Dog, and Alistair Gorman. I just kind of clumped you guys together. I don't want to have too many striations within this, but, you guys are 13 through 15. And again, I'm certain that we're going to see you guys plunge ahead. All right, and then our grays. Now, I'm psyched to see our good friend Gil Earl show up, and a phenomenal result with a 2 today. From yesterday's on Antic. And a new fellow by the name of Christian O'Neill. Welcome, my friend, with a stellar result with a 2. But please, guys, give me your results from the previous 2 days, okay? That's all you have to do is just say, hey, Art, on January 1st, I got it in 3. January 2nd, I got it in 4, or whatever your actual results are. I'll fill them in, and you're no longer going to be sort of in this ambiguous gray zone. Okay, the folks who can't qualify for the championships will definitely be in this color packet here. Misthetic, I unfortunately don't think I received a result today. Trigonzo Bob didn't receive a result. Michelle, I didn't receive a result, and she, was doing amazing and may very well have stayed in that top green elite group. So I would love to get her result. It's not too late. Don't think that you guys are disqualified. You're absolutely not. I just need to get those results so that we can put you in there. Nor Rishi came in today with a 4, but Nor, please get me January 1st, and I'm going to put you into one of the colored groups. Kamutha K got a 5. Once again, same story. Give me your first day result, and you're in the color. And Jacob O'Mahony, thanks so much for your second round result. You're doing a little bit better with a 5, but please let me know how you did on January 1st, okay, guys? If for some reason you did not do the Wordle that day, I'm not sure if you can go back in time and play it. But what we could always do is just give you, maybe a score that resembles your average at some point so that we can get you in there. 1 or 2 out of 31 is not going to be a deal breaker. And there you have it, guys. So, we're only about 10% of the way in, but already it's kind of exciting to see the groups take shape and take form. But again, it's extremely fleeting. I'm sure that, by the end of the week, this could be completely, complete departure from what it looks like today. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Wordle. And of course, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow with yet another edition of Wordle with Art.